clear of the B-plan route. Godrej asks management students to delve into their dreams. Confess your dreams and upload them on Facebook. Format no bar. While the bands battle it out in a loud anthem contest. Authentic and committed dreamers can win 1.5 lakhs to fulfill their dreams and get a pre-placement summer internship offer. Students at India's top 12 business schools get dreaming and get loud.
Go and live out your dream. It's a mouth-watering proposition most of us would do anything for. And for some lucky management students, that's exactly what's on offer on Godrej LOUD, powered by CNBC TV 18. This week, we travel to MDI in Gurgaon, IIFT in Delhi and IIM in Kozhikode to find out dreams and aspirations of students at these premier institutions.
From social to personal, from eccentric to outlandish, students across the country spill their beans in our confession booth and on our graffiti wall.
Are in your childhood days watching cartoons, Superman, Captain Planet, Shaktiman. All we dream about is flying. I've been dreaming about flying since then. It was always like, just go to the top of the world, fly high. Even today, I dream of doing the same thing. I want to be a pilot.
Writing and reading have been passions, have been hobbies since my childhood. And the childhood hero who has been responsible for this is Ruskin Bond. My big dream is to meet Ruskin Bond and co-author a book with him, travelling across the hills of Dehra, Mussoorie and Shimla.
I would say my dream started when I was very young. My grandparents, they have come from Bangladesh and I have always listened to their stories, their experiences, their childhood, their youth that they spent in Bangladesh. Since that point of time, I always wanted to go back to Bangladesh to trace back my roots.
The faculty at all the campuses too is looking forward a B-school competition that steers away from the B-plan route.
There has been considerable enthusiasm on the part of the students to participate because in my opinion, this is one of the programs which helps them to think out of box.
It's a great opportunity. It actually gives that kind of opportunity to a student to sit and actually spend that time with himself to think about his dreams. But generally in a B school environment, I don't think so. There's so much of competition. Students are always in a rat race that I want to achieve something in life. So you don't get that time to think about your dreams.
And the bands are in the thick of rehearsals, attempting to perfect the loud anthem before their final performance.
On that note, it's time for a short break. On the other side, we get in a word from students on what they are expecting from the Godrej LOUD talk today, and the dream team tells us what they are looking for in a LOUD winner. Stay tuned.
I want to go to Cuba. I have been practicing salsa for the past 3 years and salsa has its origin from Cuba. In Cuba, it's a way of life. Salsa is a way of life. They eat, drink, breathe, everything is salsa over there.
My dream is to minimize the death occurred due to blood loss. For that, I'll create a mobile-based application and web-based application on which the blood donors can register themselves so that anybody who needs the blood that can contact them without any hesitation.
My dream is to be the youngest and the fastest Indian ever to run the Boston Marathon, which is the world's oldest and most prestigious 42-kilometer marathon race.
The bands are fine-tuning their anthems and the students have confessed their dreams. And now they tell us what they are expecting from the Godrej LOUD talk today.
They are actually allowing us to officially dream and they're actually facilitating us to actually achieve those dreams. It's an amazing thing. So the buzz has been great. Everyone's been involved in, making posters, and I personally wrote a poem, and we want to welcome Godrej with open arms and warm hearts.
We start working, we get free with all our stuff by 12. So we start working at 12. We'll just, think about our dreams, try to formulate the dreams, and, everybody's running here and there, the canteens and everywhere. So this buzz all around the campus because of Godrej LOUD. I've been really enjoying it.
While at MDI, Sunil Kataria, COO Sales and Marketing, recounted how he overcame his fears to live out his dreams.
Okay, good evening everybody. First of all, the reception has been amazing. So, first of all, anybody remembers what the tagline of Synthol is here? So let me first say, guys, MDI is alive and awesome. Thank you. Now a bit about Godrej. The three things which are very important about us as an organization. You get your own canvas. Loud is actually not only a contest. It is not about something which is just a play. To mind, Loud is a very big philosophy. It's a philosophy of Godrej. One very interesting thing that we do. We are about tough love. We will be loving. We'll give you all the cover that you need, but at the same time we'll be tough in demanding, in performance, in meritocracy. Your life is not your CV. Your life is not your job. Your life is not your success. Your life is beyond this, and that's whole self. And that's the thing which we look out for in people. We want engineer MBAs. We want MBAs. We want non-MBAs. But more than above this, we want great human beings. We want whole human beings. We want human beings.
At IIFT, Managing Director of GCPL Vivek Gambhir let the students in on a side of him that is rarely seen or known in public.
First of all, I live in Delhi. So sit here. Delhi वालों में एक जोश होता है, right? So I want to see that josh. So as you are thinking about dreams, I think what you have to remember is life will take its own course. And you have to have a few general guidelines in place, but you will really not know. There'll be too many forks in the road, and you will have to just figure out which ones you end up taking why, and you should be clear about why you end up doing that. So let me just share with you a few tips in terms of what I have learned as far as dreaming and achieving dreams are concerned. These are very random things, huh? These are very, very random things, so just bear with me. I think the first most important thing to remember while you're in school is there'll be so much pressure on yaar CV में क्या डालना है, कितने clubs join करने हैं, क्या करना है, and that pressure is going to start, right? It will be, and it will be nauseating, and you'll feel very insecure because there will always be someone next to you who'll be more clubs than you are in, right? And, the key to remember is you are an individual, you are more than that one-page sheet which you will send to all the job applications that you do. You can't keep on waiting to fulfill your dreams. And there is nothing like this one big grand dream. Some of you may have that, but just remember that dreams come in all sizes. No dream is too small and no dream is too big. The important thing is to keep on having dreams, but I think it's very important to have your support network. It's important to, while you may have your own dreams, sometimes dreams are a lot more fun if you can have dreams with other people as well. Honestly, my wife really unleashed the dream of our love for travel. Stop and pause a little bit, because you always keep on worrying about this long-term dream, this long-term ambition, that sometimes the best dreams and the best moments are on a daily basis. So even now, some of the moments you have with your business school classmates, these will be lifelong friendships. Spend the moment to savor the cup of chai in the dhaba outside, right? And the final list is, the final tip I would want to offer here is, make a list. Even today, when you go back in the evening, put some music on. For those of you who drink, take a glass of wine or a beer or whatever, and think. Make a list of things you would like to do, and keep looking at the list every few months and seeing, take some things out, add some things on. But unless you really have a list of things you really want to do, and unless you experiment and try different things, that's the dreaming process. It's not really about how you achieve your dreams. It's about how you lead your life. if you lead your life the right way, the dreams will actually come to you. So I think what all of you need to do is figure out in your own ways what is the right way to lead life. And I can guarantee you, if you do that, all the best dreams will come to you. So all the very best. I'm very excited to be here, and I look really forward to seeing and hearing about your dreams. Thank you.
On the other side, we travel to IIM Kozhikode. Students line up to confess their dreams and speakers motivate them to live out their dreams. Stay tuned.
I want to shoot a travel documentary on the Northern Lights. I want to understand the cultural footprint. I want to see how it has inspired local myths and local fiction.
It is my dream to provide clean and affordable energy by using a technology called biomass gasification in my village in Rajasthan.
My dream is to go on a trip across Europe and follow in the steps of Mozart, Beethoven and other great musicians, because I just love classical music.
Welcome back. Our Loud journey has brought us today from Delhi to the beautiful IIM Kozhikode campus to see what the speakers have in store and to see if the students here are ready to go loud. Take a look.
Alright Parmesh, you know, we live in this world where there's constant competition, there's a rat race that we're involved with, and you know the whole challenge is about getting or managing our daily tasks. So how does one then dream and then also prioritize that?
I don't think you can prioritize dreaming as a task. I think it should be something that is as simple and as much a part of you like breathing, or like you don't prioritize breathing, you just do it because if you don't breathe, you're not alive. I think dreaming is like that. It's something that is vital. I think it's what makes us as human beings special and different from others. We have the capacity to dream. We have the capacity to think of a tomorrow that can be better than today and then work towards it. And I think if you're not dreaming, then there's something wrong. If you're not hoping for that better tomorrow, then you really should.
Alright Mark, tell us, from your corporate life, how do you take out time, dream, share with us one dream that you've fulfilled and lived it out loud.
One dream that I fulfilled and lived out loud, I would say launching Omnivore, the fund that I run right now. I always aspired to run my own business. With the support of Godrej, I have the opportunity, and we're making a huge difference for farmers and rural development in India.
At Godrej, we do a lot of interesting research. We subscribe to all the latest academic journals. And this bit of research said that, actually it's people who intersect at this engineer MBA space are the biggest readers of Cosmopolitan magazine. And you know why it was interesting? Because like readers of Cosmo, just like MBAs, like things broken down into very, very simple things. Like 10 ways to get your man, 5 ways to lose that stomach, 8 ways to know if he's cheating on you, right? And I figured that since after getting this insight from this very, very valuable bit of research, I decided to title my talk, 5 Steps to Living Out Your Dreams. The first step. I'm just going to take you through these 5 steps. The way I'm taking you through these steps is, this is the step, it's the journey of the culture lab. But think of them as a template for actually living out any dream that you might have. The first step in taking a dream and actually making it happen is to start somewhere. I know it's it sounds quite silly, because if you don't start somewhere, how can you go anywhere? But I think it's really important, and maybe we can have the conversation about this later. I think people spend so much time actually these days and planning in a world that is changing so rapidly that all your plans, everything you have, even a strategic vision that you might map out, has to constantly be reevaluated in the face of changing ground realities. And then you actually have to be very flexible. And I think that's important. And your ego often gets into it, but often people are so attached to their idea. So in this case, if I had really been attached and said, no, we're going to build this consortium like that, people would have said, get lost. Instead, at Godrej, we had this conversation where we said, what do we really want to do? Do we really want to change the world? If you want to create this cross-pollination space, let's rejig our idea. Everything that we did, that we've done in the past few years and we continue to do, would not have happened if we had not collaborated. I think so the third bit of starting and taking your idea somewhere is that you really have to collaborate. When you're thinking of collaborations, collaboration is not here's what you can do for me. Collaboration is more like here's what I can do for you, and how can you add value to me, and then how can we both kind of develop together. You know, the fourth step is adding value and showing value. And the reason I'm putting these two together is because both are really important. In the words of the famous philosopher Rakhi Sawant, whom I really, really love, she said a very important quote, which I think is very deep and meaningful, and I would like to repeat it for all of you. She said, "Jo dikhta hai, wo bikta hai." So if you have something, and this is for an idea, this is for anything that you start, if you have something that you value, and you think it's an idea that you want to push in the world, stop being shy about promoting it. Really go out there and pimp it to the world. Nobody else is going to do it. Nobody else is going to push your idea. You have to push your own idea. Now, if you do these four things, trust me, I believe that if you can do this, and if you do this with love, and you do this full intent, and there will come a day when it will all seem worth it. It's my pleasure to call on stage Mark. His name is Khan, K-A-H-N, and he's not just a friend and comrade, but also an incredible inspiration for what he's been doing in his life and how he's been transforming India, both at and now through Godrej. So Mark, come on, share and stage and share your dreams with us.
The whole idea of LOUD, the reason we're doing this, the reason we are subjecting you to me and Parmesh, right, is because at Godrej, we believe deeply that the system of recruiting that is currently in place is one of the dumbest systems for talent discovery and acquisition that has ever been constructed. Why do we think that? Because what is currently the norm is that you guys meet a company for 30 minutes in an interview and get a job. You don't know anything really about the company. The company knows jack about you. But you're making a commitment to each other that is deep and meaningful and will affect your life. And we truly believe that a 30-minute conversation is a lousy way to choose talent. We don't even think your academics are the right way to choose talent. What we are doing with LOUD is we're saying that passion matters. Maybe that passion is for a sport that you're very, very good at. Maybe that passion is for social development projects you want to do in your native place. The purpose of LOUD, the reason we're here, is we've created a program, we've created a recruitment system that says what we are going to reward is passion. What we are going to select for is passion. We are going to look for people that are passionate about something, and we are going to enable them to do what it is they are passionate about during the time of their MBA. We're going to wake them back up again. And we're going to take some pressure off of them in the process, because the trade-off is you have to go do this thing. What you don't have to worry about is campus placements for the summer, right? You come work for us. It's self-serving, right? We get a chance to see you guys up close for 2 months. You get a chance to live out a dream that you have it paid for, and not worry about summers. Pretty good deal.
The students have just heard the dream team from Godrej. Are they enthused and ready to win a chance to live out their dream? Well, let's ask the students themselves.
Mark's session, the biggest thing over there was how he was able to literally generalize each and every student that was here on campus. So it made you sort of think how everyone is living in the same way, and how actually you should go about changing your lives.
I was always confused, sometimes it's very confusing for us to go for the career or for the dream. Now hearing them out, how did they manage to completely weave their career towards their dream is something very inspiring for me. I really feel that I can do that for myself.
It's very difficult to gauge what a person is through a 20-minute GD on an interview. So this is a very innovative approach to find out what people are, what they want to do, and how they would actually gel with the organization.
The students are gearing up to submit their dreams, and these fans are hoping they'll be chosen to perform their anthems at the LOUD finale.
इरादों को पर लगाएंगे।
Next week on Godrej LOUD, the last 3 pit stops on the campus leg. Students at IRMA in Anand, IIM Ahmedabad and FMS in New Delhi fight for a chance to live out their dreams.